What's going on, beautiful people? I'm Billy Miller, the motivational minister, and I'm here just like it's about to rain. Just in my car checking in. I'm a little, sometimes we have those special moments. I had to be at an appointment at 11, and so I was getting ready, getting together, and after a while I was running out of time. I was like, I need to shave, but I didn't have time to shave, and I said, well, you know what? I'm just had to shave tomorrow because I'm running late. Uh, was when that I was running late, but I didn't. If I would have shaved, I would have wound up running late. And so I'm in the car, and I'm about 5 minutes from my destination, and I realize it's 10 o'clock instead of 11. So anyway, I had one of those special moments. I'm rushing, and I'm a whole hour early. I could have shaved. I could have had time to shave, but anyway, so I decided, hey, let me come on uh, live because since I'm here early, I said ain't no need to going back home. So I'm gonna just come on live and check in with the people. So this is an impromptu live. What's going on, Melody? So this is an impromptu live. Just I figured I called my wife and told her about what happened. I just like sitting there just like, oh my God, I'm here a whole hour early. I could have shaved and had plenty of time. So she was like, well, why don't you just use that time to be productive? And I said I could read or I could go on live, so I'm gonna do both. So I just came on to see what's going on with y'all. She said, go ahead and pour into the people. So I said, hey, like I said, I ain't got nothing scripted. I ain't got nothing planned. I ain't got nothing that I necessarily was going to talk about. So I just came on here just to pour. Just to pour. So I'm going to just flow with it. Melody said, wow, I understand. So yeah, so I'm here for a little bit until, like I said, I'm just here because my appointment is not till 11. I'm literally right around the corner, and I just park and so I'm just here to pour. I'm here to pour, and excuse me, excuse me. That's not the Rona now. Don't try to play me. So one of the things I was thinking about though this morning though as I was getting dressed was how can I put it in words? How is let me put it to you this way. It was a guy who inboxed me, right? Um, because he felt he was an insecure guy, and I'm not gonna say no names, but his he saw his girlfriend light up when she was looking at her phone, right? Because I had sent the inbox message, and so his insecurity caused him to feel a certain kind of way, right? And and it was nothing like that. Y'all know I'm happily married. I like to pour, and I got vision partners. What's up, Shay? But one of the things I thought about was like, he read the light up wrong, right? And so what I was thinking about this morning was I'm trying to think of the words how to say it. Melody, maybe you can help me put this in words, or Shay, what I'm trying to say. How the question is, how was how are people after they met you? How are people after they've encountered you? Are you following what I'm saying? And so that was what made me think about that this morning, because of course that was nothing. I mean, it was nothing like, like no flirtation or nothing like that. It was just all word and all porn and motivation. Y'all know how I do. Uh, but it was just the wrong time, and I guess he saw like, dang, well, why you smiling like that? And he felt some kind of way, and he read the, and so my thing was, if you knew me, you'd light up too. if he knew me, he saw my message come across the screen, he'd light up too. And so that made me think about just individual, you as a person. How are people after they've met you? Are you following what I'm saying? After they've encountered you, after they've experienced you, after they've come in contact with you, are they drained? Uh, are they are they empowered? Are they excited to see you because of what you poured into them? Are you following? And so that's something to think about. How are people when you go on your job? How are people, or like one of my mentors used to tell me, the way to tell if you're valuable on your job is how do they miss you when you're gone? When you go on vacation, are they noticing that you're not there, or are they excited because you go, or are they like depressed because you came back? Melody said, yes, people should light up when they encounter them. You see what I'm saying? And that's I want to be that light. I want to be, I don't want people frowning up because they see me, or they see me going live, or they see me in person, or they, if I send a message, or I send a newsletter, or I send a physical letter, or whatever it is, when they see my name, that should be an enlightenment. People are excited after they see me. You right about that, Melody, because I know I'm excited. You most definitely excite me. Even when I'm trying to hide from you. That's chew on that for a minute. But so yeah. So what are you pouring into people? What are you giving to people? What are the seeds that you sow? Shay said some men are insecure and jealous. Yes, and some women too. And but people will read the enlightenment wrong, if I'm saying that right. You know. But yes, you should be that person that motivates people. You should be a light into the world. You should be a light in a dark place. If you dark in a dark place, nobody's not gonna see you. You just like everybody else. What is your difference? I often say it's your difference that's gonna help you make a difference. It's your difference that's gonna help you make a difference. Melanie said, we are called to be the light in the midst of darkness. Yes. And light chases away darkness. And distractions will come, interruptions will come, confusion will come, but you stand strong on who you are and who God called you to be. And you continue to shine your light. I can't remember the scripture, but you've heard it before where it says, shine your light before men. And it didn't say nothing about a little light, or let this little light of mine shine. Ain't nothing little about it. Because even a little light shines bright. Follow where I'm going with this. If just picture yourself in a room just full of darkness. You can't see nothing. You can't even see your hand in front of your face. If you saw, you'd probably be scared. You'd probably be in torment. You probably feel like you're trapped. But if you saw just a little beam of light, it will produce hope in you because you know there's a way out. And so that little light would even be bright to you, would be big to you. Can you be a light in a dark place? Just think about that. Can you be a light in a dark place? And that's what people need. People need, uh, uh, there should be relief when they encounter you. When you speak, the thing that's been on me lately, and you probably heard me say it in prayer, because I've added it to my prayer, is will your words improve the silence? Chew on that for a minute. Will your words, how can you make your words improve the silence? Monitor what you say. What I say and what I speak, will it improve the silence? Just chew on that. John Maxwell said, one of my favorite quotes by him. He says, "Talking is easy. Everybody talks. But the question is, how can you make your words count? How can you make your words count?" And that's what I try to do. I try to make my words count. I try to make every word count because I want to improve the silence. That's why I write books, because I want to empower. I don't write books to get wealthy. Ain't nothing wrong with getting wealthy now. Don't get it twisted. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But that's not my sole purpose of writing books. My sole purpose of writing a book is to change lives. My sole purpose of writing the book, I want when you get my book and you read it, there's something that changes in you. There's something that's you're gonna not be the same person anymore. Are you following me? And man, when you do, man, I'm telling you, that's why I love to write books. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so hard. I was talking to one of my friends just the other day. You know, there's so many levels to authorship that I'm real particular about, and I don't knock nobody. I don't knock anybody for their hustle, for what they do. I do know in the personal development field, you know what I'm saying. A lot of public speaking fields. You know, one of the things people always teach us, hey, you a speaker, you need to get you a product so you can sell it in the back of the store. And I get that, and I'm totally with that. But some people create a book just for the title, just to have an author, just to say I'm an author. And and like I said, that's their truth. That's I'm not gonna knock them for trying to advance. But when I write, I'm an author who writes to change lives. I could have wrote a whole bunch of books just to put them out there. I could put a title up here and put a bunch of lines in it and call it a journal just to say I'm an author. But that's not what I'm gonna do, because I want my words to count. I want my words to count. I ain't saying procrastinate either. I'm not saying that. But I am saying make your words count. Man, I hope this is encouraging somebody. Like I said, I ain't have nothing planned to come on here with, but I did want to come and just connect and just empower my people. That's why I love my newsletter. And you know what's funny? And I've said this time and time again, my newsletter to me is my most valuable asset, and it's free. You know, I have books that are good, dope books. You know what I'm saying? Here's one of them you see me holding. My books are dope. One of the best books you'll read. Uh, you know, I put it up against any book out there. But my most valuable asset to me is my newsletter. And it's free. And it's free. Melanie said, "Thank you so much for the encouragement." You're welcome. And it's free. So listen, if you're not signed up to my newsletter, let me see if I can find it on here. It's called the Word is Your Life newsletter. I've been doing this newsletter for years. The Word is Your Life newsletter. And you can sign up at thewordisyourlife.com, or you can go to whateverdevil.com. And when you sign up, you're going to get 2 free gifts automatically. 2 free gifts. Melody had been on part of my vision letter, my newsletter for a while. So a lot of people share you. Of course, you own that too. A lot of people have been connected. But listen, if you go sign up right now, whateverdevil.com, and it's simple. You just find the link says newsletter. Sign up. You're going to get 2 free gifts, an ebook and an audio download called You Can't Quit Now. This free. Just for signing up. Just my special bonus, just to encourage you. So you're going to get the ebook. I call it my mini ebook. It's not long. It's quick and easy to read. And then I have an audio download you can listen to. It's about 10 minutes long, I believe. Just to empower you, just to encourage you, just to motivate you. And so like I said, Melanie signed up. She signed up years ago. And Shay most definitely signed up. Shay has all of my books. Uh, Most definitely, somebody told me, I remember when I was first starting to write learn how to write books. Before I wrote my first one, I was getting, buying courses and all these different things, right? I invested a lot into learning it. And I remember one lady that she said, there's some people who are just gonna love everything you do, and they go buy everything you got. And Shay is one of them. There's a few other ones too, but it don't matter. And there's some people who just go get everything you got. Melanie, I know you know what I'm talking about because you have a lot of products, a lot of opportunities, but there's somebody that just, yeah, whatever you put out there, you just, they just all over it. Melody said, "Congratulations on going live. Keep moving forward. Thank you." And Melody, I like you because you like that. Like I said, you got you got that natural coaching ability. It's just part of your nature. So, and that's what I love about you. You keep doing your thing. Uh, y'all most definitely who watching this live connect with her. Listen, if you're an author, most definitely connect with Melanie Bonita. All of my author friends who are watching now, go find her on YouTube, Instagram, uh, and connect with her. Especially if you're an author. Some of y'all connected with me. Some of y'all new authors. So I think a couple of y'all already have. But most definitely connect with her. She has a bunch of resources that'll help you. She's helped me. She's the one of the sole reasons I became a #1 Amazon best-selling author. It's because of my connection with her. I didn't say Amazon best-selling author. I said #1 Amazon best-selling author, and that's because of her. All right, her skill and her knowledge. Uh, she's a believer. Um, Most definitely, like I said, you won't go wrong. It ain't just books, but she most definitely the boss book lady. So if you're an author, do yourself a favor and connect with Melanie and Bonita. She said, so true, our tribe supports us. Yeah, so it's most definitely, you have people that's just going to connect with you and they going to relate with you. And those are the ones who are the most loyal. I heard somebody say a quote the other day and I just thought it was so profound that I've been still chewing on. He said, I can't remember the man's name who said it originally, but he said, the ones who you give to the most, those aren't the ones who are the most loyal. It's the ones who give to you the most that are the most loyal. Just chew on that for a minute. And see, sometimes we may give to somebody, constantly give, and we think, hey, they should be loyal because I'm giving the most to them. That doesn't guarantee the loyalty. Are you following me? But the one who's giving to you the most, the one who's giving you the most, are the most loyal. That's like parents. Parents can feed their children meal after meal, almost 20,000 meals by the time they're an adult. But yet they get an adult and turn on their parents and be rebellious because they think their friends are more loyal than their parents. But their friends ain't the one who gave the most to them. I'm telling you, that's something to chew on now. Chew on what I'm saying now. So I appreciate and I value all of those who support me, who pour into me. Like I said, some people just bought every book I ever had. You have to show, you have to be grateful. And I'm constantly trying to create ways to be grateful, show my gratitude. That's what I've been on lately, showing my gratitude. I'm honored, sowing seeds of gratitude. Thank you for being in my life. Because some of you ain't had to buy none of my books. Some of you ain't had to endorse me. Some of you ain't had to. Are you following what I'm saying? I don't take that stuff lightly. I don't take it lightly. Let's see if I can find it here. You probably can't see it because it's so little. That's Melanie Bonita's name right there. That's called an endorsement. She didn't have to do that. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't have to put her name there. She didn't have to say anything. So I'm grateful, man. And I don't take that stuff lightly. For anybody who support me, anybody who wants to connect with me, because truthfully, some people don't want to connect. Everybody not gonna connect with you, and that's real. And you know the value. I remember with this one lady I inboxed because I saw her messages and stuff. I said this would be a good person to connect with my newsletter. And if I ever inbox anybody, I was just inbox just going down Facebook inboxing people just to try to promote a newsletter. That's not what I do. Even though I might do a public post, but if I inbox you, there's a reason. And I told her about the newsletter and told her everything that it offers. And not saying she had to do it, but she said, "Oh, I get a newsletter from my church." And when she said that, I didn't get mad, but I instantly knew she didn't know the value. She didn't know the value, and that's not her fault per se. I just haven't I just haven't explained the value good enough yet. You follow what I'm saying? So in other words, if you had if I say, hey, I want to give you $100, you're not gonna say, well, I already get money from my job. I'm good. You wouldn't do that, right? You take the $100 because you know the value of the money. You got me? And so when I was telling her about the newsletter, she said, oh, I get newsletters, oh, I get stuff like that in my mail all the time. You got it? So she didn't see the value. And I said, you know what? I just haven't, for sake of a better word, I haven't sold her yet. I haven't convinced her yet. I haven't persuaded her yet. And that's not necessarily her fault. That's partly mine. But that's okay. But those who do connect, there's some people that's connected and they're hungry, waiting on every newsletter to come out. Show them gratitude. Show them gratitude. Shay says, I love getting them. Every week brings peace and encouragement. Peace and encouragement. And that's what I do, man. I pour out to those who connect. Those who connect. Those who connect. And this may hurt some entrepreneurs' ears. But when I first started the newsletter and I had built it up, I had about 2,000 subscribers. Over 2,000 subscribers. But then I realized I wasn't connected with 2,000. And I wiped that slate clean except for those who connected. And some people I say, oh man, you got rid of all of them. They wasn't getting them anyway. It was going to the junk mail. And that was due to different things. I wasn't consistent, or I went, periods of time without. It was some error in my part. But I said, you know what? I got to start from clean, and I only want to connect with those who connect. And so now, for those of you who understand newsletter, my opening rates are percentages have increased, even though my numbers are smaller. They've increased because it's all about the connection. I'm not just trying to build a list. I'm trying to build a community. You follow me? I'm not just trying to build numbers. I'm trying to build a connection. I'd rather have 10 people on my newsletter that's connected and lives are changed rather than have 1,000 people on my newsletter and there's no change. Some of you understand that. Some of you understand that. Well, listen, I don't want to hold you. Like I said, I came on here to pour because I was going to an appointment. Left a whole hour early, didn't know it. And I said, man, I almost want to kick myself in the butt. Like, man, I'm here a whole hour early. And my wife said, that's okay. Just go pour into the people. Everything has a purpose. So I hope this message was encouraging in some kind of way. Share this video. Share this live. connect with me. Like I said, with my newsletter, go to whateverdevil.com if you're not connected uh, with my newsletter. Most definitely, if you don't have any of my books, I don't have all of them literally in here with me, but I keep them in the car. I got some in the trunk, but I guess I need to keep all of them in here in case I do a live and I'm being in the inside of the car. But I got all the books in the trunk. But Life in Righteousness is my first book. Most definitely check this out. This is my favorite book because it teaches on life. All of this is on my website at whateverdevil.com. Um, this is my baby right here. All of my dynamic and even though I say this is my favorite book, it depends on what day it is. Because tomorrow, this book might be my favorite book. But this is a book of hope, man. I got 4 books, and like I said, these are powerful, life-changing books. This is my best written book. This one and my last one, the Whatever Devil Volume 2. I'm still here. I really think that one's the best one, but they neck and neck. So these are some life-changing books. And if you read them, I'm talking about really read them. See, some people have my books but haven't read them. And I get that. I got about 30 books in my house right now that I haven't read. And though that sounds bad, I got a whole lot of books. Do you understand? So, but I have books that I got because it was on sale, but I'm reading something else right now, but I got it while I had the opportunity to get it. So I get it. You might have the book, but like I tell several people, and several people have confirmed this. And I told them the same thing. They had the book. They said, "Oh, I haven't read your book yet." They might inbox me and say, "Hey, I got your book, but I haven't read it yet." And I always tell them the same thing. There's no rush, but whenever you do decide to read it, it's gonna be right on time. And I tell everybody that 2 people have confirmed that because they didn't read. They had the book for half a year or a whole year, but when they read it, it was perfect for that moment. Why? Because I ain't just put something together to call it a book. It's well thought out, well written. There's purpose in this. So most definitely get my books. I have 4 of them. Just go to the website, whateverdevil.com. You see it right there. Uh-oh. There you go. Right there, whateverdevil.com. Just go there. Even if you don't buy nothing, that's fine. Sign up to the newsletter. Just go and check it out. And you'll be blessed. Listen, if you have any comments or suggestions, put it in the comment section. I most definitely will reply or inbox me. Listen, y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your